Carson, congratulations on this investment. We're happy to have you with us here. For those who don't know maybe exactly what Volley is, start by giving us an overview.
Certainly. Volley is an AI company based in Silicon Valley. We've built a knowledge engine that makes the creation, curation, and delivery of enterprise knowledge and skills faster, cheaper, and more delightful through automation.
What does that mean in consumer terms? If you were to explain this to someone who like me, who wants to know how we interact with this type of product to make our lives easier, how would you do that?
Certainly. So learning and staying up to date on the latest knowledge is a pretty difficult task today because knowledge changes very quickly. Volley ingests knowledge from inside and from outside the enterprise, and then generates from that analysis microcourses that can help you learn stuff super quickly. That summaries of content is automatically generated quizzes. Whatever you need to know when you need to know it can be automatically generated by Volley.
In terms of what this funding is going to be used for, Carson, how are you planning to funnel this into the growth of the company?
We've got a world-class team from Google, Goldman Sachs, the US intelligence community, IBM, but we're still a small team out here in San Francisco, so we'd like to double in size at least over the next 3 to 4 quarters or so. We also intend to expand our go-to-market strategy. Right now, we're really focused on bulge bracket investment banks, and we think there's a lot of room to expand within those and then also beyond over the coming years. So this funding will give us a platform for both.
So how would your technology improve the banking process?
That's a great question. So I think in learning and training, there are topics like cybersecurity and operational risk awareness that touch everyone in the firm, but a little bit differently. Volley adds a lot of value there today. In the coming years, banking can be affected by Volley through the automation of market analysis and helping people stay abreast of the latest changes in their knowledge landscape, whether they're an analyst or a trader. We really think of ourselves as a knowledge technology company more than a learning technology company. And so Volley has the potential to completely transform the way that not only learning management, but knowledge management touches banking.
Carson, what are the strategic investment components of this? How are the banks going to benefit from this partnership?
Absolutely. Well, we're a very customer-driven development type of firm. Our core competency is our artificial intelligence, our knowledge engine. That's where we spent applied research and development funded by Zuckerberg Ventures for almost 3 years before productizing and trying to go to market. So working with prestigious firms like JPMorgan Chase gives us the opportunity to productize that technology now in a way that meets their immediate business needs, helps them grow, and helps them mitigate risk in a very pragmatic way as opposed to a technology or research-driven way. And we're very excited about working with them.
I know you want to use this funding to help not only your go-to-market strategy, but also grow the company. What types of roles are you hiring for right now? Who do you need to bring on in order to take this to the next level?
Thank you so much for asking that. We're always looking to add world-class AI talent to our team, especially natural language understanding talent. That being said, the productization phase that our company is in now requires the world's best application engineers and infrastructure engineers. We're hiring in San Francisco, where we're headquartered, as well as in our satellites in St. Louis, Austin, and New York. And so anyone who's interested in building a world-class, delightful enterprise SaaS experience on top of some of the best AI in this industry should consider applying.
Is it hard to find talent right now? We hear so much about a low unemployment rate, and also these types of positions are in very high demand right now. How are you guys faring?
You've hit the nail on the head, and it's very difficult to find talent. But when you're a startup like ours that puts culture and the quality of the work environment first, it's very hard for some folks to refuse going back to a shop like Google or Bridgewater when they can get such a high quality of life working at a startup like Volley. We also prioritize learning. We'd be hypocrites not to do. And so coming to Volley to grow your career and your skill set is another attractive aspect of our company. In that respect, while it is difficult to find talent, I'd say Volley has a significant competitive edge.
Carson, also, the company, Volley, did initially focus on developing an app for students that used the machine learning engine. Obviously, now you've pivoted to enterprises and the partnerships there. At what point did you decide to make that move?
Yeah, great question. So the lifeblood of an AI company like ours is data and its testing. And so throughout the life cycle of our company, we have put various products in the market under private beta for various user groups, including other enterprises outside of financial services, and then, as you mentioned, in K-12 and higher ed as well. That has helped us to collect the data we can use to train our machine learning models, and they helped us get to this point where we're now fully enterprise ready and ready to work with some of the largest banks in the world. So those phases were really critical to our understanding of the market and gathering the data needed to train our machine learning, and now we're ready to scale it in the enterprise.
Carson, obviously you're somebody who thinks a lot about the future and a lot about AI's role in the future. When you're envisioning the world that you want to live in 5 years from now, how do you see AI playing a role in everyday life? Give us an image, give us a typical day.
So imagine what you do right now. You wake up, you hit your alarm, you roll out of bed, you get ready, you go to work, you do your work, you come home. Every aspect of that routine will be touched by AI in 5 years. AI will wake you up at the right time based on your health patterns. AI will help you be more efficient in your personal life through the devices that live on your phone and then increasingly in our homes. And then when you go to work is where AI is going to have the greatest impact. It's less artificial intelligence than augmented intelligence. AI will assist you in every task that you do, whether it's producing output or, as in Volley's case, helping you learn as quickly as possible to be better in your work. Volley, for instance, automates anywhere between 35 and 60% of the subject matter expertise and instructional design and delivery functions that typically go into complex learning management and knowledge management deployments. You're going to see automation like that across the enterprise that enables humans to do the more creative, the more strategic, and the highest value work.
Well, the good news is, Carson, you didn't say anything about any sort of war between person and machine, so I appreciate that. Volley CTO Carson Kahn joining us live there. Thank you so much for joining us on Cheddar today.
Thank you for having me.